Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at pivot tables in Excel. So what are pivot tables? Pivot tables is one of the most powerful tools in Excel that helps us to summarize, analyze a very large data set without using formulas. Formulas such as the average, the sum, the index and match, the lookup. Pivot table helps us to analyze large data sets. So how do we use pivot table in Excel? So we have these data sets that contains the various clubs of the top 6 leagues of football in the world, and this data set is over about 3,800 and something rows. So we're going to be making use of pivot table to be able to analyze these large data sets. Now, one of the basic requirements of making use of pivot table is that your pivot table has to be in a table format. It has to be in a table format. If it is not in a table format, you might have difficulty in making use of the pivot table. So you have to ensure that your data set is in a table format. So to make your data set to be in a table format, all you have to do is to be within your data set and then click on Ctrl plus T. So when you click on Ctrl plus T, it will automatically format your data to be in a table format, and then you can start using pivot table. So to begin, let's look at our first requirements. What is the average age of football players in each league? So we want to determine the average age of each league's football players, and to do that we are going to click on insert, and then when you click on insert you'll see pivot table there. So but then before that you have to ensure that you are within your table. You have to be within the table before you click on the insert in the tab. So all you have to do is be within your table and then click on insert and then click on pivot table. So it brings this out for you, and then you can see it asking you choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. Well, we're going to choose a new worksheet since we've not done anything. Had even we've done pivot table before, we can click on existing. So we'll click on OK, and then it takes us to a new sheet, and then it brings out the pivot table fields. So we're going to expand it. So contained in this pivot table fields are the filter, columns, rows and values. So wherever we place our column headers is going to appear. So remember, we're looking for league and age, average age. So we're going to just tap on the league and it's going to automatically place it on the row. So if you want, you can take it to the column, but it's nicer if it's going to be on the row. So I'll just take it to the row, and then it has outlined the 6 leagues. And the next thing we want is the age. So we can just basically type age and then click on age. So it will automatically take you to the values. Why? Is because the age contains numbers. So any column that contains number, it will take you to the value. But then we want the average. So how do we get the average? We'll just click on that drop down and then value field setting. We'll click on average and OK. So you can see it has brought out the average age of each league. But then the decimal points are much, so we can reduce the decimal point by just go to home, and then you can see this decimal sign. We'll just reduce it to 2 decimal place, or better still, you can click on average age, you can click on number format, and then you can see decimal place. You can just change it to 1. That is another way for you to reduce the decimal point. Click on OK, and you can see it has reduced it to 1 decimal place. So the next requirement we're going to be looking at now is going to be, we're going to analyze how much each league is paying their players. So we want to know how much each league is paying their players. So to do that, we can go back to the data set, then we'll go to the insert, click on pivot table. So now instead of putting on new sheet, remember we already have a previous pivot table in the other sheet, so click on existing sheet, then we'll go to that sheet where we have our previous pivot table, tap on any cell there and click on OK. So as you can see, the pivot table has appeared. So remember, our requirement is to look for how much they are paying, each league is paying the worker. So we'll type on league, and then it's going to take you to the row. The next thing is going to be the wages So when we type on wages, oh sorry, that's a mistake. When we type on wage and click on it, it's going to take you to the value. Why? Because the wage contains numbers, so it automatically take you to the value. So we can format it, number format, and then number. I want 1,000 separate. I want comma to be there, so I can put that, and then I don't want any decimal place, so I'll put 0 and click on OK. Okay, so you can see it has automatically formatted that for us. So this is basically how you can be able to make use of pivot table in Excel. As you can see, the pivot table has helped us to summarize that large data set. Without this pivot table, we would have been using average if, sum if, but then it has helped us to summarize this large data set. So I don't like the way my values are appearing. I want to sort them in ascending order, so I can highlight it, go to home, or you just go to data and then sort from A to Z. So when you do that, it's going to sort it from the lowest to the highest. So we'll highlight the next one, go to data, go to sort from A to Z. So what it's going to do is going to sort it from the smallest down to the largest. And also, in case you want to change the row labels, you can change it. Just click on it, and then in the formula bar, change it to league. You can do the same thing for the next one. Click on it in the formula bar, change it to league. Now I don't like the way the sum of wages are appearing, so I can remove the sum of wage and leave it as just wage. But then, because wage is already a name in the data set, I'll just change it to wages, and boom. So that is how to change the column headers in pivot table. Thanks for watching. See you next time.